We haven't seen each other in a long time, and this is probably the very last time we'll be in this studio.
Okay.
Because it all has to get broken down now.
I'm Chris Lujan.
I am called BINDU.
This is the IAMs.
In all honesty, I don't exactly know what is happening with my future and where I'm going.
Right.
I do have a huge network of family and friends, but I also have pride, and I know what it's like to do that to someone's family. And because I've done it, I've been that one that lets people in, and it's fucking hard to deal with another human being in the family. And so I've been looking at crazy glamping, like hardcore dope camp gear. Because I'm that guy. I just went camping, I just came back.
Yeah.
And it was kind of a test run. And I just fucking love it being on the river and all of that. And my favorite billionaire in the whole world, Elon Musk, has made Starlink Mini. And right now there's like a deal you get for like $400, man.
Are we still rolling?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And so with
Making sure we were getting this.
Starlink Mini, they got multiple plans, right? And affordable ones, right? And so basically you have a little panel that can fit in a fucking backpack. You go any the fuck where you want and you got internets. So I can go camping and be gone for a long time. I have a dope ass truck. I have all the equipment. I have the know-how. It's my life. It's what I love to do. But now I can do it professionally and record it and make a show and camp and cook, but still do the IAMs.
Yeah.
Because I'm only a couple hours away.
That would be dope for people to see, I think. That if you were having to rough it, we'll call it, but and they were seeing that, but you were still doing the IAMs,
right?
They would know that, oh, everything's okay.
Everything's okay.
You know.
Well, it's that I really love camping. And so now that there's things like hot tents and overland camping shit, people turn that shit professional. I didn't even think about it or look into it.
Yeah.
And now I have a Dodge Ram 1500, right? Fucking Hemi, right? 5.7.
How are you gonna spit?
Right? Right? And she'll get you where you're going. You know what I'm talking about?
He is rubbing my knee something fierce.
Right? They have all kinds of kits for that now.
Yeah.
With like tents that just like pop up and all kinds of shit. And then the Temu Chinese knockoffs made really good ones. And it really threatened the competition. So these things were like 20 grand. And then they went down to like 10 grand. And then they went down to like 4 grand. And now you can get them for like $800, $1,000 and stuff like that. Right?
Okay.
So this is something that goes on the back of your car or your SUV, or in my case, my truck.
Right. Why did I think you were saying this was like $19,000?
That's how they started. That's how much they were. I was looking at it.
I was here just yesterday, I think, and you were saying that that's how much they were.
There are some that expensive.
Okay.
But what I'm saying is there's a competitive market that I've seen so far. And I'm like,
they make them
holy
that
shit.
cheap. Competition.
Correct.
Or whatever,
So the one that I'm looking at is pretty dope. It's about $1,800, right? And then you get the Starlink Mini. And now you have internet. Now I have a dope-ass truck that can go anywhere. I'm glamping out in a dope-ass little tent that's above the ground, away from bears.
So
I keep that thing on me, so I don't got to worry about that.
So you trust Elon Musk
No.
enough to get his Starlink program thing, right?
No.
Okay. What if, I'm going to ask my question, and then you can answer both things. The one you thought I was going to ask, and then this one. What if Zuckerberg put out the same thing? Who would you trust more? Between Zuckerberg and Elon Musk?
Elon.
Okay. Why?
Because it already exists. It's out there. You had to do all this bullshit. Right?
I feel like Zuckerberg would steal your information more than Elon would.
I think Elon stole everyone's information already with Doge. I think they're both evil.
Probably.
But Elon is like, he is so
This one's going to get flagged.
So braggadocious, he would want to be the best. He wants to say he's the best.
Yeah.
Right? So like I use T-Mobile. And when I was out in T-Mobile, if you don't have satellite service, they use Elon's Starlink service. And I'm like, I'm using it anyways. What the fuck?
That's true.
Right?
Yeah.
And if there was a competitor, I would look into it, but there is no competitor. And so Starlink was big, and now it's fucking small. And you can put it in a backpack.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Now I can take a collapsible hot tent, a collapsible hot stove, a fucking Starlink on my fucking Harley out in the fucking mountains and glamp like a motherfucker and camp and cook gourmet shit cameras on the gimbal, lights,
Yeah.
the whole thing.
That's a wood stove, I assume, right?
Correct. But it goes inside the tent, right?
Right.
So I would have a tent on the ground with a wood-burning stove. I would have a tent on top of my truck that I sleep in,
Okay.
right?
So you got a
I'd have
bedroom.
a gourmet kitchen all set up, and I'm just fucking fishing, catching crawdads, collecting berries and all that shit, living up, making gourmet food out in the wilderness next to a river, making all ASMR. I could do whatever I want. We have this show. Plus, because I have Starlink, I could send you shit and be like, edit this for me, fucking
So
editor
bossy.
daddy. Well, I'm just saying, man. 'Cause
Although I
things are
did
getting-
get the daddy treatment.
Well, I'm just saying, this is worst fucking case scenario.
Yeah.
Right now on my Snapchat, I've been told by a lot of my audience that I'm very inspiring because I don't allow negativity at my shows and I don't allow politics at my shows.
Yeah.
I get political here because we couldn't help it because it's affecting my shows, which is why I'm living in a van down by the river.
Well, in your shows, I think it's a bit different because you almost have a script because you have an order of how things happen.
Correct.
You know.
Correct. We have to keep it going because it's hard to teach people how to paint. So
Right.
there is a way to do it. This is how we do it. And the best way to do it is not arguing over politics.
And then we do this.
Right.
And then we do this.
And there's no
and then we do
politics.
this.
There's no children. There's no negativity. So people like
here
that
we're
shit,
free
right? So now here I am entering a terrible place in not only my life, but the whole world. So it's not poor me. It's like poor America right now. Holy shit.
Yeah.
But I am resilient and awesome. And I have all the tools. So what if I just turn this into a motivational, look at this until I get back on my feet. Look at how cool I am.
Okay.
That's what I'm going to do.
All right. Make sure to like and subscribe and join our Discord and Patreon. Check out our links.
Now back to the show.
I think.
Right.
Hopefully I find a room in the next 30 days.
Yeah. And hopefully it doesn't end up like that fucking movie Into the Wild, right?
Right. Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Die in a bus. Out in the wilderness.
Did that guy get mauled? And I
No,
can't
that's a different
remember.
guy. That's the bear guy.
Well, yeah, that movie is awesome.
It's a documentary.
Yeah.
And he goes mad on the camera and then invites an innocent person and they get eaten alive by bears.
Yep. That's right. What's Grizzly Man?
Fun times.
That's what it's called.
Yeah. The weird part was that everybody was like, when do you think that he's going to get eaten by the bears?
Yeah.
It
You're
wasn't
just
a matter.
waiting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone was just waiting and then it happened. Everyone was like, huh. That took longer than I thought.
Yep.
But of course he was going to get eaten by bears.
Of course.
Dumbass. My son told me he thinks he could take a bear.
No, he didn't.
He did the other day. He was arguing with his
Him?
friend. Right. And I'm like, dude. And then then Slow Jabroni was like, who do you think would win, a grizzly bear or a hippo?
Well, that's a hippo, I believe.
Oh, dude, a hippo would have no problems with
Right.
a grizzly bear. at
I
all.
believe hippo, as far as land mammals, is the one that is the top of the food chain.
Correct. Correct. An elephant won't fuck with hippos. A rhino won't fuck with hippos.
Right.
Like a hippo is the scariest shit, and they're scary on water too, man.
Yeah.
I mean, real scary. Right? They'll bite a crocodile in half. And when I said that to Slow Jabroni, he was like, "No way, man." And I think it's because cartoons have always depicted the hippo as a very soft and friendly
Yeah.
vegetarian
It's
animal.
fluffy, like a teddy bear.
And those motherfuckers are like Kilowog from
Yeah.
fucking the Green Lantern Corps. Yeah, they're terrible.
Nerd.
Superman comes out soon, and so does Fantastic Four, and I can't wait. Mm-hmm. That's DC and Marvel.
I guess I'm interested in seeing both of them. I'm curious about Superman. Because Superman was my hero growing up. That was like I had the Superman bedspread, like that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So, if anything, there's more pull for me to see a Superman movie. So I'm interested to see like what they do.
Interesting. You know, someone addressed it. I always talked about it, how Superman, me and my brother talked about it, me and my brother Rye. If he were to make a Superman, he would make Superman, when he goes into the telephone booth, transform into like one of those Greek statues or one of the
Yeah.
paintings like in the Stam with two thick ankles and wrists
So like they would transform.
And he would
Like a
never
werewolf
touch the
kind of.
ground. He would float.
Okay.
And his eyes would always be X-ray or red.
And would he just be gray like stone, or would there be the
Yes.
colorful costume?
And you would know. No, he would have the colorful costume, but his skin would be gray like so. Like he would be an alien.
But he moves.
But then when he turns into Clark Kent, he would shapeshift and he would be a human. And
Right.
no one would ever know
Right.
how he became Superman, right? And I thought that was cool. And because I always thought like, all right, so I'm a nerd. And I like stars, I like biochemistry, I like quantum mechanics, quantum physics, but I also like the big picture and what James Webb is looking at right now. And Superman comes from a completely and totally different star system. So that means his cell, everything about him is completely and totally alien. And for him to want to have sex with a human is gross.
Even though on his planet, the humans, like, it's still like that's what he sees on his planet. Right?
So recently this got addressed in comics.
Oh boy.
And they showed Superman's real form. And so when he crash landed, he was this real alien motherfucker. And when he saw
Okay.
Ma and Pa Kent,
Oh, so he shape-shifted into them.
he freaked
So
them
that-
out. So he shapeshifted into a baby human.
So that
to
would
not-
mean
to not
at
scare them.
any point, Superman could shape-shift into anything.
Right. And Batman has always been aware of this. So Batman has a contingency plan for the alien if the alien goes bad. So everyone's like, oh, Superman, Superman. And Clark and Bruce Wayne is like, I don't know, man. I don't know. So he always has some kind of like a kryptonite ring,
Right.
something, in case that alien goes nuts. Right?
All right.
And so we're about to go see Superman. It's
Yeah.
going to be fucking fun. I
I'm
think.
interested.
Yeah, it's in 2 weeks. I think tickets are already on sale.
Probably.
They were doing a giveaway type thing at Flying Colors.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
They had the... Is it like the original Superman comic?
I think it was the
reprinted?
first one of Crypto, with Crypto in it.
Yeah, they
It's
had the...
an issue and they're sealed. Sorry,
Yeah,
go
they
ahead.
were in plastic bags, and they were like, if you open one of these, we'll give it to you for free. If you open it up and it says you get free tickets, you'll get free tickets to see it
Yeah, it
down
was
in
on
LA.
the first page.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
We didn't win though, but like,
But fun, though. That's so cool of
But
Uncle
fun.
Joe. But fun. That's part of...
But fun, though.
But fun, though. Uh-huh. That's part of your favorite porn from your dad's collection. Buttman. I'm hungry.
All right. Do food.